Of flibby flabby kind of whooshy sounds, because we're looking today at the Dyno My Roto. Dyno My Roto. I'm looking at the screen to Dyno My Roto. Dyno My Roto. A good sound. It's a good sound. It's a very good name for the AMPETE. I don't know. Why am I wearing a pink kind of sweater? Because it's cool. I don't know. Throw in the pedal, Leslie. Now, I gotta admit that I'm a Rotary fan. I love Rotary Sounds. I love the sound of an old kind of a Leslie. I love Leslie in general. Thank you, Leslie. I do. The girl's awesome. But Leslie cabinets are also awesome. And I love B3 sounds and organ sounds. Now, with the Leslie cab, you have the low-end rotor, big-ass speaker, and a mic usually on that. And then you have two mics on the horn to get the stereo whooshy whooshy. So when that top horn spins around, it first spins past this mic, and then it spins past this mic. So you got the whoosh whoosh whoosh. Now, with a rotary simulation, you can set up how much the Leslie itself, which had tubes in it, drives and distorts. You can set up where those mics are. You can do a million things. And most of it in stereo. The Dyno My Roto, at the price point where it's at, doesn't try to do that. If you want a very in-depth digital Leslie simulation, you go for something like this. The Ventilator 2 by Neo Instruments clocks in at more than double of the Dyno My Roto, and it does one thing, which is a great Leslie simulation with all the bells and whistles. The Dyno My Roto doesn't attempt to do this. It just gives you a very nice rotary sound plus more, and the plus more is where it gets really interesting. All of what it does for a much lower price point than other pedals that do similar things but not quite as well. For today's test, well, I have a whole bunch of amps on. Right now we're going into the Morgan AC40 Deluxe, because that just rules. And we in front of the amp. Now, should we be in the effects loop? I don't even know if that thing has an effects loop. I don't know, I just put it in there. Didn't even look. And we're going in there with the, this is the MusicMan Valentine. It's James Valentine's signature guitar the guy plays for, what's that, Maroon 5? I was gonna make a what a maroon joke, but that's not really funny. Okay, so you have this 3-position switch. And let's just start with the tri-chorus, which is not a Leslie at all. Can we even call it Leslie? Let's call it Rotary. I don't know, Rotary. And I gotta admit, I don't know what the texture knob does. We'll try to listen. Have I mentioned that Robert Keeley is a fucking nice guy? We hung out with him at GitCon. Super, super cool dude. I just gotta say this. And I love spending money on products where I know that the people behind it are super cool dudes. It matters. It matters who you support. You can buy pedals from anyone. Buy pedals from super cool dudes. Here's the AC40 Deluxe. Here's a AC30, by the way, by Vox. and back to the AC40 Deluxe. Very similar, just a little bit betterer. For more than twice the money, but the difference is there. So now with some chorus, le chorus is the French. Holy shit! I'm sorry, I'm doing manual tremolo because I'm just blown away by the nice chorus. Sorry, I did sus4, but then I realized I'm on the 4 chord, which means it should be sharp 11. Still don't quite know what it does. So what happens if I take this into a driven amp, like the Dirty Shirley by Friedman? I'm somehow in Aussie territory there. That's how it felt. Nice. So we're gonna move on to the rotary, which is in German we say the Königsdisziplin, the king discipline. It's something that's either hit or miss, and I think this hits it. Now to be frank, not that I'm Henning, but to be frank, I love stereo sounds. And it would be so cool if this was stereo, but if that's what you want, you will very likely go to a higher priced product, and it also means that you have a stereo setup, which means dual amps, or it's a complicated setup. Anyone who really wants to go full whooshy will have to spend a lot more money, not just on the pedal, but on the whole setup. But as a mono rotary, which usually I don't like, this is awesome. And it has a little bit of that drive. There's a little bit of room, hear that? It is more, it's just adding more room to it. So it's a distance of the mics. I like it. When it comes to a simple setup, Leslie simulation, it delivers. So now we have Rotary with a flanger in it. Rotary flanger. Texture does the depth of the flanger. That's the Friedman BE100. So yeah, totally cool sounds. Easy to dial in, small footprint, under $200. Pretty neat. What's my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things that I would bitch about? Well, if I see it as a full-featured rotary simulator, there's lots of stuff missing. There's stereo missing, there's a slow, fast missing because the acceleration and deceleration of the Leslie is cool, the 2 different speeds, all those things. Yeah, but it's not meant to do that. It's meant to give you one mono, sweet rotary sound, and also a great chorus and a flangy rotary. So it's not a fully featured simulator, because those are bigger, have more controls, and cost more money. For what it is, a easy to dial in mono rotary sound, it is probably the best mono rotary that I've played so far. And if I needed that for 1 or 2 sounds in my set, I wouldn't waste the money or the pedalboard space on something bigger. I would put the Dyno My Roto on my board. That's my verdict. Links below, as always, and the animals at the end. Bye-bye.
Father, I have lost my way. I left the path I went astray, but I could have become someday. Father, have I lost my